everyone, and welcome to And Then There Are Three. I'm Kaley, and nobody else matters. I'm kidding.
That's gonna be the intro. Welcome to Then There Were Three. I'm Anna.
I'm Kaley.
And I'm Katie.
Period.
Period. So we're moving out of our house right now, and last night we were all sitting in the living room, and how come, like, what are you guys' thoughts on beanbags?
What?
Like,
This is worse than the time capsule. This is worse than
Guys,
No.
it
wasn't a big thing to say. I just wanted to elaborate on this because last night we were going on and on about it. Like, you know, the beanbag at our house, it's like a normal size one-person beanbag.
Yeah.
You would never see that in an adult's house.
Yeah. Unless
It's huge. Like, adults can only have beanbags if they're like
like love sacks. Yeah.
like huge beanbags in their basement. But if they like, imagine your dad sitting on a beanbag to like watch a football game in his living room.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That'd be weird. That's interesting.
Like he's gonna drink his morning coffee in your living room on a beanbag.
Yeah, that probably hurts your masculinity a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. And so my roommate Brooke was sitting on the beanbag, and we're like, "It's kind of weird. Beanbags are kind of weird." And then she was like, "I would get the ick if a boy sat on a beanbag." And she looked at us and she was like, "Are you getting the ick from me right now?" From looking at
Oh my god! I forgot that I can't drink this flavor. Gross.
That's like the most Kaley thing ever.
What? Sorry. That was just so dramatic.
It's literally
Why?
blue Gatorade.
I hate
Literally
blue
the
Gatorade.
most normal. And
I
I
hate blue
asked you
Gatorade.
before if you wanted it, and you said
I forgot that
sure.
I can't drink that flavor. Okay, proceed
Because
they're
with
meant
your
to.
beanbag story.
Who
Sorry.
said no?
Who said no?
Yeah, that's honestly all I had about. I thought you guys were gonna think that was like, I don't know.
it is. I mean, it's an interesting thought. It was just presented so abruptly, and I
Yes.
was
Looking at me
There
like,
was-
what the fuck?
it was just like
no lead up to
no
it.
lead up. It was
Straight
just
up.
like, what are your
What do you
thoughts
think
on
of beanbags?
beanbags?
Okay, I was high, and that's why we thought of it.
Oh, the truth comes out.
So
it's funny.
And now it's funnier when you say that.
No wonder why it's funny. You should have been like, man, I was so high, and I was looking at this beanbag, and I was like, that's so.
Okay, my roommate also said to me last night, TikTok said that running like an animal is good for you.
What?
Like,
Running over an animal?
no, running like an animal is good for you.
God damn it, I
And
need to
so-
go hit a deer
and
today.
no, running like an animal is good for you. Like
Okay.
getting all like
I heard.
on your hands and whatever. But I'm like, obviously they're saying that so that people go run around their living room or like like an animal.
Yeah.
Like, and
I
she
think
didn't-
these are
she
I
didn't
think these
get
are
that.
topics I need to think about more when I'm high and not right now, to be honest.
You literally brought the most sobering topics. Like, I can't. That would be hilarious
I
if I
can't
was like
elaborate on
stoned.
any of those right now.
Yeah, I guess now I'm figuring out that it wasn't as funny sober.
And now we just spent the 10 minutes of the beginning of our podcast talking about Katie's high thoughts.
I have another thing to bring up.
Okay, I'll just go
Have
really
you
quick.
guys ever slept on a waterbed?
Are you high right now?
Are you high? Okay.
I was just gonna ask her the exact same thing.
Oh my god. This is probably the most chaotic. Is this like anything? Like, can we use any of this?
I don't know.
Yes.
Or do we need to completely restart? Okay. Anyways, back to my story.
Anyways, back to me.
Okay, so I have this fear of having bad breath. So anytime I go out, I don't even know if I want to share this, honestly, because I feel like people are going to pounce, but I will always have gum or mints, something to freshen my breath.
Do you
Share
think
the
our
story.
podcast listeners are going to ask you for gum now?
I can't announce that I always have gum because everyone's gonna ask me for gum now.
I'm
Don't
same
fucking-
though. I'm same. I have mouthwash in my office.
Yeah, don't fucking ask me for
I
gum.
have
If you're
I
listening,
have a toothbrush in my bag.
like, I'm too nice to say no, so I'll give it to you, but like deep down, just know I don't want to give it to you. Okay.
That's
Moving
facts, because I
forward.
see it in your face every time someone asks you.
Yeah, because then it's like one person, then it leads to fucking a line of 50 people. And it's like, okay.
You always hide it when you're like trying to have a piece.
Yeah, you're a
Do I?
snake. Gatekeeper.
No, I don't try to do that. I think I just like
Gatekeep gum.
shut the fuck up. Okay. Anyways, so it was one night I didn't have it, and
She didn't
I
have
know that
gum,
Anna usually
anything.
has mints or gum too because I don't know, you just always
For
have it on
work,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's
And
uptight.
so I was alone in her room and digging through her backpack.
Which is also evasive. but-
Yeah. And I found this like Altoid thing. I didn't open it up. I was just like, perfect. That's all I need. I'll stuff it in my purse. So finally I get to the bar and I open up the Altoid case, and it's just a fuck ton of SD cards in it.
That she brought to the bar.
Yeah, I brought all my work SD cards out to the bar.
If you're any person that does any sort of media thing, that is like my worst nightmare ever.
Yeah.
Kaley Gates having all of your SD cards at the bar.
With all of your work on it.
First of all,
ever.
why did you have them in an Altoid?
Because I
thing?
didn't have an SD case carrier.
I bought you one.
No, it was before that.
Okay, yeah.
I think you bought me one because of this scenario.
I was like, Anna needs an SD card holder.
And so finally, like the next morning, I was going to like reach for my card to pay for something, and I was like, "Oh yeah, hey Anna, like I accidentally took this out." She's like, "What?" Like,
yeah, you had all my fucking SD cards. Like literally, my entire life is on those cards.
Anna almost got
One time
fired.
One time I told Katie that if I could, I would swallow my SD card to keep it safe.
To keep it safe.
And then just
I know
poop
where
it out
it's-
every
I know
like
where
few
it's
days.
at. So me and my roommates we're like
This is
talking
another
about old,
high talk.
No, it's not. It's not. So we were talking about old social media and how when you were younger, you would tweet and be like for an honest DM.
This
Mhm.
this
And
reminds
then-
me of a funny story.
And then you would literally DM people that you don't know, like, you seem cool, like,
Yeah.
let's hang out sometime.
TBH, you seem cool.
TBH, you seem cool.
HMU,
Yeah,
you're such a little cutie.
exactly. And that's how you would, like, flirt.
I
Or,
re-
like, if you wanted to flirt with someone, you'd like their honest DM.
Or the rate 1 through 10, and then the
Yes.
Dude,
BMS broke my
Wait,
scale.
wait.
I just rediscovered
Guys,
that.
there's nothing more humbling than when you would like someone's thing like that, and because you thought they were cute and they
Yeah.
just never gave it to you. That happened to me like a lot, honestly. I
Oh.
think
Aww.
really sad. I know.
Who?
That never
I don't fucking remember.
Or when
And
they'd
I
be
was just like waiting, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy doesn't think I'm cute. Obviously,
that's literally how we flirted. And then also like comment on this picture to be in my bio.
Yes, that was weird.
I used to have like
Um,
15 names in my bio. Like why?
I was looking through my old Twitter DMs and I was cackling at them. But do you guys also remember Ask FM?
I do remember
Yeah.
Ask
Such a
FM.
toxic.
I got bullied on there.
Seriously, if you didn't get bullied on Ask FM, then you were the one bullying everyone.
Literally,
I
got
didn't
told
get
that I-
bullied on it, but I never did. I never like posted anything or went on it.
I
'cause
got
was
told
scared of
that I
getting
look like I
bullied.
have bug eyes. I think on it, or like my eyes were too
I
big
got
or
bullied
something. I was
so
like,
bad on it.
Katie, tell the story of you and Sid.
Oh yeah, so me and like she's one of my best friends. Sydney, me and her like had a friend breakup.
Seems like you had a
They-
lot of friend breakups.
Okay, were you in middle school?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Katie's toxic.
Apparently, I'm
Katie's
toxic.
toxic.
I'm the. Is this?
Katie was a toxic middle schooler.
Yeah. Me, Sydney, and this other girl all wanted to date this boy, and
Of course.
he liked me, and we dated, and then we like had a friendship breakup, and
Between you and the girls
yes,
because of the
and-
boy.
Yes,
Look
because
how
of the
my
boy.
legs are.
Get your leg out of here.
Sorry.
Next time you tell a story, I'm just gonna like.
Sorry.
It's funny when
randomly
you
start,
always
like,
say
screaming
we interrupt
and, like-
you. Taking my clothes
Oh
off.
my god. Okay. Sorry.
Closing out you from
Evil.
the circle.
You're getting the shoulder.
Anna's gonna scoot further and further away from me the more I annoy her.
Okay, so then
This room's not big enough for that.
So then, okay, so on Ask FM, I would like ask her, be like, why aren't you friends with Katie anymore? Like, that's rude that you're not friends with her, just like stuff like that.
Mhm.
And
So
then,
someone was anonymously asking.
yes,
this,
asking these questions or be like, what do you think of Katie? Like, why'd you guys like stop being friends? Like, Katie's the best.
which is probably obviously.
And she would also
people.
ask me the same thing, but like I didn't think it was her at the time. And then 10 years later, we like, oh my god, you remember Ask FM? And you can see who you sent messages to, and we were looking through, and I looked at all the messages that I sent her, like, you were blah blah, like, why weren't you friends with Katie, like blah blah blah, like it was your fault and stuff like that. And so we could see that we sent each other that, yeah.
Wow.
Ask FM, we had the most toxic apps like Ask FM, like WhatsApp, Omegle,
Kick.
Kick,
Omegle.
WeWorld,
Omegle.
Club Penguin.
Dude, I didn't
Webkins.
ever do that shit. I can't
Horrible,
relate.
horrible websites.
I was like a fucking
What do you
angel at that age. Like I did not.
what do you do on your phone if you're not looking at any of those things
like when you were younger.
and you don't know any famous people?
Let's talk about how uncultured Kaley Gates is.
Okay.
So if you saw
Okay.
our TikTok recently, Katie tried to show Kaley a bunch of famous people, and we just did it again in here. Girl did literally not know who Tom Cruise
And
was.
she's not even trying to be funny.
Like, yeah, it's not even like
no,
an
I
act.
honestly wish it was a fucking joke, but I know nothing. Like I don't know a single famous person.
We have
Like
a running joke that if Kaley saw, like, let's say, Scarlett Johansson
I don't even know
in
who that
a
is.
movie theater line, she would literally
Yeah,
cut
she
her.
would cut them.
Or, like,
Probably.
The only person you'd probably know is
Respectfully.
like Kim Kardashian.
Yeah. Unless you're like super famous.
Like ultra
Tom
famous.
Cruise is super famous.
Tom Cruise is like one of the most famous actors ever.
What movie is he in?
Top Gun.
I've
like
never
the
seen-
most popular.
Oh, is that the
Grease,
picture that you showed me?
right?
Tom Cruise?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I've
And I
heard the
said
name
you
though.
don't deserve. She didn't know who Kevin Hart was.
You didn't know Kevin Hart?
No.
I didn't even put that in the list that I was going to show you because I was like, oh, she'll know Kevin Hart.
No, there was like things.
This
where I'm
is
like,
how bad this girl is. Oh my
she
God,
thought Cameron
culture
Diaz
yourself.
was Paris Hilton.
That's so bad.
It's too late to be cultured in that aspect.
Yeah, honestly.
Did you guys
I-
growing up want to be like really famous? Kaylee, probably not.
Me be famous?
Yeah, like
Everyone wanted.
Why didn't I
when
wanna
we
be
were
super
younger,
famous?
Everyone wanted to be like a famous actress
me
or
and,
singer.
me and Katie were like
If you didn't
set on
perform,
being pop stars.
Yes,
Dude,
for
I
sure.
dead ass thought that if I sang in my backyard, a fucking like
Yes.
recruiter would just
Dude.
swoop in and take me to the Disney studio. Like I
Yes.
dead ass.
No,
thought
this is
that.
so embarrassing. You know, in church, so I grew up in a Catholic church. I would literally sing my heart out in the pews. Like, because I was like, what if there's a recruiter behind me for Disney or some like musical song?
No,
thing?
yeah, like
I was like,
I really thought
need
that
to
was gonna
sing
happen to
as
me.
loud and as hard as I can because someone will notice me. I was like, someone's gonna notice me. Oh my God, I saw the funniest tweet also. Like, why did you know what I'm about to say? Oh no.
I also have a story.
The funniest thing ever, like when we were younger, going to like, for example, a Harry Styles or One Direction or a concert. One of our friends, we won't name her because this is fucking embarrassing. She
What?
shaved her whole body before a One Direction concert
she's like 12 years
in
old.
case Harry Styles wanted to bang her.
It was like a tweet and it was like, tell me why my 12-year-old ass was like shaving every part of my body in case of Harry Styles
Like,
was gonna
noticed-
pick
like,
me
looked you out of the crowd and was like,
you're coming home
I'm gonna
with
be
me.
Justin
Just
Bieber's
your
one
own
less
girl.
lonely girl.
Yeah.
Honestly,
One less
thinking
lonely
back, I
girl.
was probably like, I probably did that too.
Dude, I was like, I'm gonna be the one less lonely girl and
Like,
Justin
he's
Bieber's
gonna
gonna
notice
choose
me in the fucking crowd of millions of people. If you're on a stage, you can't even see you can barely see the people in the crowd because there's so many lights on you the whole time. So, yeah, our friend did not get banged by Harry
Harry
Styles. She has a boyfriend now, and it's not Harry Styles, but that's okay because a thought was there, and if the moment arrives, she was ready, and that would have been probably sexual assault. But how funny were we as kids? We're so innocent with
So
our
funny.
imagination. Like we
Oh, yeah.
literally think we can do anything. It's amazing.
Can
Ever
we
did
talk
that?
about the weird things guys have done to like try to get our attention or something? Or like flirt?
Yeah, flirting. Ew. I could say this foul thing, but I won't.
Say it.
No,
You're gonna stop now?
Well, just
After
fucking
this
say
whole day,
it.
Just say it.
it's
You gotta-
gross.
It's all right.
Why are you looking at me? Is it about me?
It's not about you or you. It's about me.
Then fucking
Then
say it.
Okay, it's gonna make you guys uncomfortable. So I like for some reason, men come up to me a lot. Or
Have you not told us this before?
no, I have.
Why are we
Uh,
gonna get uncomfortable?
Cause I don't know.
Nothing can
Why are you
really make
being
me
weird?
uncomfortable.
So I don't know if this is like a thing that guys do, and I want your opinions on it. But has a guy ever like come up to you and said, "I eat vagina really well"? Like as like literally multiple guys have come up to me and like said that at bars, like trying to like go home with
No,
me.
they haven't. Actually,
I'm not fucking kidding
No,
you.
they have.
I know one person has.
No,
No,
multiple people
I
have said
can
that to Anna.
I can name 4 people at least that
Like,
have said that to me.
in
No,
public.
I've
in
never had
public
that.
to Anna. I've never had it, but I know that it's happened to you.
What
And
the fuck?
every single time I'm like, what the fuck did you just say?
How do you respond?
I'm just like
Bet.
shocked. yeah. No, I'm just shocked. I just like
All right, pull my pants down right now.
I think it's a weird
Stop.
I told you it'd make you uncomfortable. I think it's just like
Kaylee's like, "Ah!"
it's just a weird pickup line. Like I like the confidence, but also like you don't need to say that right now. In public. Like in public.
in public.
But
Like,
also, I haven't even agreed to kiss you yet.
I
Why
know,
are
like
you
you're just looking at me. Like I'm not that's not gonna make me wanna like
We
kiss
just made
you.
eye contact across the bar, sir.
And
Why
now
are
you
you
wanna-
saying
we
that?
literally-
We literally said 8. We literally met 5 minutes ago. Why are you telling me this?
And literally going back to the Petite Suite episode, why do men feel like they can just look at me and kiss me also? I did not initiate that. That's so funny. But yeah,
you know what? Like,
guys have some weird ways to pick up girls.
okay, so you know when you drink and you just like really open up and just like say all these things, and you get like weird like cringe like flashbacks and like and like your body literally cringes. Imagine being that guy and like laying in bed the next morning.
Not with the girl that you said this to.
And like literally being like, oh, I just cringe.
Like, why the fuck did I
like makes me like cringe more.
Like, I love that you're getting vulnerable with me. That apparently you eat vagina very well.
Stop!
But I don't need to know that. I didn't need to know that about
Ew.
you. Like, seriously, this has happened to me like 4 or 5 occasions.
Oh my God.
It's so funny. Every time I'm like, do I give off a vibe?
I think I would dead ass turn around and walk away. I don't think I don't even think I give guys the opportunity to say that shit to me. Because
I mean, you can only imagine.
people
what
get
people say to
comfortable
me.
with me fast, I guess.
Yeah. This is what happens to me. I'll just be like at the bar and these random people will just come up to me and their first word will just be like some vulgar ass thing. And you're just like,
What do they say?
okay, you didn't even say hi to me.
They're like, I love your tits.
Yeah.
what the fuck? This does not happen to me.
Like,
What do you guys do?
Literally,
I don't
last
know.
weekend I was walking and this person like grabbed me and stopped me and just like said something along the lines. He was like, you have the best tits in the bar. And I was like,
Thanks.
really?
Oh my God, yes. So funny.
That's like not.
But it's like, you saying that, what do you think is going to come of that? Do you think
I
I'm
know.
going to be like,
guys just have the funniest ways of picking up girls. And it's,
you know,
it's,
sometimes like respect the bold, but like,
yeah, no, sometimes respect the
Wow.
bold, but
I don't think I have that crazy of stories now that I'm thinking about it.
yeah, no.
you probably are the crazy story to people.
Yeah,
that is true.
that is true. You are the psycho
Hey,
crazy
do you want to be my boyfriend?
But oftentimes I have been told by many people that like people try to flirt with me and I just am so fucking oblivious to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are
That I just like
oblivious.
I don't even give them the opportunity to say that stuff to me because I literally just am like, haha, okay.
There's no way someone's telling you the eating out thing.
No, fuck no.
Kaylee would be like, her face. I want someone to say that to Kaylee because her face.
I'm gonna
would be
pay
like,
someone at a bar to go up to you and say
"Ew."
that.
I think that I would actually like turn around. Like I don't even know what I would do. I would be like, gross, you're fucking weird. Go say that to your mom or something.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Whoa. That was really gross. Like,
Wow.
that's not what I meant.
Kaylee,
I meant to say,
what did you possibly mean to say in that moment?
if you wouldn't say that to your mom, don't say it to me.
Okay, that makes more sense.
But it came out so wrong.
It's almost Thanksgiving, guys. Thanksgiving is on Thursday. We're so
Anna,
excited.
we need more energy. Come on.
What?
Use it again!
It's almost Thanksgiving, and we are so excited for it because Blackout Wednesday is the best holiday ever.
Yes. The Wednesday before the day before Thanksgiving, you meet up at a local bar where you and all of your high school friends catch up and you're finally of age to drink so you can get really crazy. And it's called
Mhm.
Blackout Wednesday. And then you ruin Thanksgiving for your family and everyone there. So it was like our first Blackout Wednesday of us being 21. And we all went to the Good Life, which is like a sports bar, like right next to all of our houses and stuff. And Kaylee literally got drugged at the Good Life. And
Swear to God.
Like,
It's
actually,
also
I know.
known as a big night for drugging.
Yeah. And also, I know that people like to throw that verb around a lot when they
yeah,
get
no,
too
but
drunk.
she was
but, like,
actually drugged.
legitimately, like, I've
never seen it like
done this before.
People were coming up to me at the bar, like grabbing me and be like, Katie, help. Like, Kaylee is outside projectile vomiting outside.
Like in the
Good luck.
parking lot.
Yeah.
Like,
And I
alone.
don't ever fucking do
Alone.
that.
And then I found her and she was laying on the side.
Like, I need to go. Okay, this like sounds really unsafe. I was with a bunch of people
This isn't a
and
safe
my
neighborhood.
sister was contacted and she was on her way to get me.
Yeah, it's not unsafe. This is like, I knew every single person
Yeah,
in the
like
bar.
people were watching
Which
me.
makes it even scarier that maybe one person that we knew
There were
drugged.
some people.
I mean,
that-
it's not everyone that we know. There's a bunch of like older men. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not
I mean,
like
there's, like,
pointing
a mix.
fingers, but like regardless, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I was drugged. So I wake up the next morning.
I saw the way she looked at me on that older man. I'm not pointing fingers, and she looked right at me.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I didn't even.
Totally.
But was it Pat?
Anna even
But
noticed
Pat,
it.
you
Like,
drugged
wait,
me.
what?
but I did see Pat last
But I
Blackout
did see-
Wednesday.
But I
Wait,
didn't
what?
vaguely
And the
see
last thing I
Pat.
remember is taking a Vegas bomb with Pat, and then all of a sudden I wake up.
Wake up.
But anyways, I woke up in my living room with my leather pants, my fucking winter coat on, and I was
Like on Thanksgiving.
on Thanksgiving, and I'm like, I don't feel well. So I run to my room, and I'm like, wow, what occurred? And so I'm
Imagine
not the
your
type.
family being there.
I'm not the type to throw up the next day. Like I don't really ever throw up from drinking. I'm just like not that type of person. Even though the stories we've said kind of make it sound like it, I don't really do that. And I was throwing up the entire day. Like I was legitimately scared for my life. I remember my grandma came over for Thanksgiving and I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I should go say hi to her. So I finally get the courage to lift my body out of my bed and I black out. I start profusely sweating. I literally had 911 pulled up on my phone. I'm not kidding you. I called my mom because
911, I'm hungover.
because I was so fucking weak that I couldn't even like speak. I called her and I was like, I need you to come here right now. And I was like, I'm not okay. I had like cold washcloths lying all over my body. I was butt ass naked in bed with washcloths everywhere.
Like the Black Plague.
Yeah, it was the worst thing of my life. And I was just like throwing up nothing in my stomach. And I was crying to my mom because I was like, I promise, like, I know I drank a lot, but like, this has never happened to me. Like, I'm really scared. Like, I don't feel well. Like, I might need to go to the hospital.
Drugged.
Yeah. And I was like, I think I might need to go to the hospital. But what revived me was Anna brought me some popsicles later that night.
Saved a life.
I was like throwing up my ice chunks that I was chewing. Like it was so bad.
So that night, so it was me, my sister, and her boyfriend. We all went out together at the Good Life. And me and my sister's boyfriend, Jackson, got really drunk and came home to my mom's house after. And we had like Thanksgiving at my mom's house the next day. And so, you know, you're drunk. You're not really thinking about your actions and like you're hungry too. And so we opened up the fridge and ate the Thanksgiving turkey before Thanksgiving. And it was like a huge like Thanksgiving turkey because there was only like 5 people for Thanksgiving, but regardless, like it was bad. Like we dipped
like,
into
did you
a
just
lot.
like go with your hands on it?
But it was like cut up. It was
like
cut up.
full on caveman.
Yeah. And then we also had like White Claws. We were just everything. The kitchen was a mess. We were gotten like the whatever green bean casserole, like a little bit of everything. The mashed potatoes,
green beans.
like it was really bad. And then my mom, like in the morning, was the first person
There's
to wake
like
up.
a trail of turkey leading to
And
your
so
bed.
there's like turkey and like mashed potatoes and White Claws everywhere in the living room and the kitchen. And she's like, wake your ass up. I can't believe you ate the Thanksgiving turkey last night. Like, what are we going to do now?
Moral of the story, we ruined lots of holidays over and
Many
over
more
again.
to come.
Many more to come.
This Thanksgiving.
Happy
included.
Thanksgiving, guys. All right. I'm thankful for both of you. Love you guys. Thanks so much for listening.
Love you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Go Black Adam Wednesday.